What's going on, guys? I want to jump in today and show you a replay from a live I did on Facebook and Instagram, and unfortunately the recording was not great quality. So long story short, I'm going to talk to you guys about how to stay motivated for your at-home workouts, as well as invite you to a free training and to get my workouts for free, no strings attached. Watch the video, got some great content in there, as well as your invite. So hope you guys enjoy.
What's going on, guys? Man, I'm gonna give everybody a second to show up, but I wanted to cuddle up with my blanket. I was like, you know what? I shouldn't be wearing a blanket when I'm live. That's just weird. But then I thought, you know what? Why not? Why not wear a Superman blanket? Even though I am a Batman fan at heart, I really am a Batman fan, but this is the only blanket that I have that's big enough for me. My wife gets the other blanket that's a bit smaller, and got my green tea here because it's freezing in this apartment, and this is going to give me some extra energy. So it's awesome. Anyways, I'm not going to wear this thing for the whole live. I just thought it'd be funny if you guys got to see how I actually look before I go live typically. So we got a couple screens open. That's why I'm looking back and forth. But I'm going to focus right here on Instagram for now. So I'm going to brave the cold. Oh, this is so warm. You guys don't even know. It's super warm. But today I want to talk to you guys about how to make your at-home workouts. So I've been getting a lot of requests. Let's just take it off. All right. We're ready. I have been getting a lot of requests for, at-home workouts. Matt, what are you doing? How are you staying active without the gym? And instead of responding to everyone separately, I thought I'd go live / also make a webinar. And so I'm going to be doing a webinar on Sunday. I'm going to tell you guys about this real quick. On Sunday, I'm doing a free webinar, completely free, no strings attached, on how I made the perfect workout to boost insulin sensitivity, to burn fat, and to boost your immune system. And all of that without any expensive equipment. You don't have to order the full bench and Bowflex setup from your gym, right? So I'm going over that. If you want to sign up for that webinar, do so real quick because it's in like 2 days. Definitely jumped on this impulsively. I was like, let's just do this for the community. It's gonna be awesome. So head over to the link in our Instagram bio, or you can go to thewarriorstribe.com. Sign up for that. It's completely free. And as an added bonus, I haven't told anybody about this yet, but everyone who shows up is also getting a few workouts that I made personally for myself and for my clients. So I want you guys to have that. So make sure you go over to thewarriorstribe.com, sign up for the free webinar. Everyone who shows up for the webinar gets my workouts for free. That's like completely free. It's gonna be super sweet. Anyways, today I want to talk to you guys about how to keep your motivation up for exercising at home. It's really difficult to exercise at home. I got to be completely honest with you guys. It's like, when I go to the gym, there is a state change associated with entering the gym, right? It's a different environment. And I walk out of my house, I drive to the gym, I walk in the gym, and suddenly everyone around me is doing the same thing. They're all working hard. They're pumping iron, pushing themselves to the absolute limit, trying to better themselves. And it's contagious, right? It makes me want to better myself as well. So when I step foot into the gym, all of a sudden, I'm ready to work out, right? And it might take me a few reps to get going, get my warm up, right? But once I'm warmed up, guys, it becomes way easier when you're surrounded by like-minded individuals to do what you got to do to get your workout going, right? And I don't know if you guys are the same way. Maybe you get to the gym and you just kind of lackadaisically start on the treadmill. I don't know, whatever your life is. But for me personally, getting into the gym helps me to really push myself and get into that new state of mind where I'm ready to go, right? And at home, it's a completely different ballgame because I get up from my desk, right? This is where I work. I turn around and I am just supposed to start working out. Like, that's so difficult. I'm sitting at my desk. I have this mindset. I'm in focus, I'm flow, whatever you want to call it, and I'm getting stuff done. And then I'm supposed to just stand up and go into a full workout. No, that is so difficult to do. Now, I'm sure some people can do it. I'm gonna have a sip of this because it's really good. It's some delicious green tea, even though it's unsweetened. Let's see. So it says, what if you work out at home with no one? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's super difficult, right? Super difficult to get motivated, to push yourself, even if you get the workout started, to keep it going at a high intensity so you do get the benefits, right? You do still have the opportunity to boost your insulin sensitivity, to put your muscles through the test, to really get your blood pumping, get sweating. That's what's tough. Super, like, it's frustrating. And so what I'll talk to you guys today about is essentially how to get yourself motivated without the surrounding environment of the gym. So I got some notes over here. I'm going to open this up, make sure I get this available. What's going on, guys? Lots of people in here. Cool. So step number one, and this is actually something I got off of CNN, right? When they said we're all working from home, right? Or a lot of people are working from home. What is one thing you can do to maintain your level of productivity? You get dressed for the day. So CNN's advice for people who are working from home is to not work all day in your pajamas. Now, I gotta be real with you guys. Sometimes I do that. Sometimes I literally work all day in my pajamas. But here's the thing. If you want to change your state in your mind, getting dressed for the occasion is going to help you. Same thing applies to workouts, right? If you want to make yourself get in the right mindset for exercise, you should probably put gym clothes on, right? Get your shorts, your shirt, your running shoes, whatever it is. Get your gym outfit on, and that's going to be your first step to getting in the right state of mind so that you can push yourself. You know, you're telling yourself, we're getting dressed for the exercise, so now I'm going to do the exercise. Once your shoes are on, that's step one. That means you're going to get into the workout. And I can't guarantee you're going to have an intense workout and you feel great afterwards at this point, because we're still going to have to push ourselves through the workout and not just kind of lollygag and, oh, there's a push-up, here's a squat, okay, I'm done, right? No, it can't end there. And let's see, Sweet C778 says, I just need to get through the workout. I know I need to. Exactly. We all know we need to. But the problem is getting motivated, taking those first couple of steps, and motivation is such a fleeting thing, right? It can be with you one day, and the next day it's completely gone. You wonder why you even started in the first place. So step number one, dress for the occasion. I make sure I have a gym outfit on. And for example, if I'm in my PJs, there's no chance I'm working out. I might get a couple squats in, and that's probably it. So if you want to get an effective workout in, your first step is going to be to dress for the occasion. Get your gym shoes on. I know they're not as comfortable as your slippers, but it's going to help you take that first step and to start an exercise at home, right? So step number two, get pumped up, like hyped. Get yourself in the mood for exercise. Now, how can we do that? Well, one thing that I did yesterday, today, 2 days ago, right, basically every day, is I use music to get me in the mood for exercise. I mean, think about it. When you go to the gym, you put headphones on most of the time. And if you don't put headphones on, there's music circulating the gym speakers, right? Music helps us get in the mood for moving, whether it's dance or actual workouts. For fun fact, by the way, dance is still exercise. Dance is a great way to exercise. But I put some blasting music on, heavier bass line, something that I really enjoy, so I get some bass, right? And that gets me in the mood to dance. What is dancing? Dancing is movement. The dance movement leads me into my workout. It's a good warm-up, right? As I'm dancing around and bouncing, I'm using my quads, I'm using my hamstrings. Maybe I'm throwing punches, really getting into the kickboxing aspect of it. I'm warming up my core, my back, my deltoids. All of these things get warmed up through dance. Who would have thought? So one thing I love doing that with is some EDM, some techno. Sometimes I throw on some rock and roll, right? Whatever your music is, use that to your advantage. Use it to get you hyped up for the workout. So step one, get your workout outfit on. Throw some running shoes on. If you don't wear shoes in the house, put some socks on and get the rest of your workout outfit going. Step number two, get hyped up. Okay, get that energy level up here to a 10. Easy way to do that. Throw your favorite song on, dance around the living room until you feel yourself ready to start the exercise. Literally, that's what I did today. I danced around the living room until I was ready to do some push-ups. I'm dead serious. It totally works. Someone says Zumba. Yeah, exactly. They just move. As you start moving, you feel more ready to start that workout. Feels less of a daunting task and more of just natural progression of events, right? So number 3, get it on your schedule. Now this is not in order, right? It's not get dressed, start moving, and then write it down on your schedule. No, get it on your schedule needs to happen beforehand. So I guess technically these are out of order. But getting it on your schedule means you're allotting time in your day to actually move. So I know personally that I like to exercise around 11 a.m. to noon, somewhere in there. And I say somewhere in there. It's not a strict starting point because since I am at home, I can choose when the start of that workout is. So if my blood sugars are not optimal for exercise, I have that whole hour to start. So if I'm kind of on the lower end, I can have a little tablet, maybe a half of a tablet to see where it takes me. And then I can start my exercise, maybe 11:30, 11:45, right? But if I'm good to go at 11, I'm going to start at 11. So I give myself that window in my schedule. Matt, between 11 and 12, you need to start your workout because that is on your schedule. And I know it's a lot tougher to maintain a schedule when we don't leave the comfort of our own homes, right? A schedule is a lot easier to keep when there are other people included, when you have meetings you have to get to, when you have to go run errands at certain times. It's a lot easier to keep a schedule then, but keeping a schedule while you're at home is going to help you stick to your workout routines as well. So I know between 11 and 12, somewhere in there, I am starting my workout, which means I will be done before 12:30 or 12:45 maybe, and it enables me to see the rest of my day as open for whatever tasks I need to get done for work, maybe even relaxation. So get it in your schedule. Get dressed. We're going to reorder it now. Schedule, number 1. Get dressed. Number 2. What was there one? Get pumped up. Get hyped, right? Put your favorite song on. Dance around the living room. Get that energy level up. It's also going to drive your blood sugars down a little bit, which might be nice. I know a lot of us are seeing higher than average blood sugars, which is not cool. So use exercise to your advantage. If you see some higher blood sugars, use that moment in time to start your exercises. That's a great motivator right there. If I see my blood sugars just going straight up, guess what I'm doing? I'm going to do some lunges. I'm going to do some squats. I'm going to walk circles around the living room since I can't leave the house right now. I'm not supposed to, at least. And that is going to get my blood sugars down. It works magically. Just trust me on that. You need to try it. Number 4, check it off. Mark it as complete. Honestly, I have a whiteboard right here. I use it for work. Work assignments, when I get to check it off, I feel so good about myself. Being able to complete a task, right? Knowing that I completed what I was supposed to do, and I can look back on my day as it was productive. I did, my workout. I feel great about myself. My blood sugars love me for completing that task because our blood sugars are going to respond a lot more consistently if we can hold on to our consistent exercise routines, right? And as you are more consistent with exercise, you will see a higher level of insulin sensitivity, all the other great benefits, of course, boost your metabolism. There is a boost in your immune system, your white blood cell count as you develop a more consistent exercise routine. So all of these things are going to happen as a result of you keeping your own promise to yourself to exercise daily or at least semi-daily. Okay, so that's step number 4. We got a question. This quarantine be making me spike, but I correct that bad boy with some cardio and it really works. Absolutely. Yeah, it's Francis RN. Dude, okay, exercise, it's amazing, right? It does wonders for blood sugars. If you see a high blood sugar and you still have insulin on board and you go for a walk, you do some squats, you dance around the kitchen, you do any kind of movement, I can almost guarantee you that your blood sugar will plummet and bring you all the way back down into range. It's amazing. I appreciate my clients and my membership. Exercise over insulin. Exercise needs to happen before you give that rage bolus, which is likely going to drive you, too far down into a hypoglycemia, low blood sugar. We don't want that. When you exercise, you drive your blood sugar down, and almost always it stabilizes in range because it activates the existing insulin on board. It pulls that glucose out of your bloodstream into your muscle tissue. That's what you want to do. Exercise over insulin. So using these exercises when you have a high blood sugar, right, that is going to be key. So if you don't have a specific time like me where you like to work out, Use exercises to your advantage. Use those squats, those lunges, walking around your apartment or your house, walking up and down the stairs. Use that to your advantage to drive those high blood sugars all the way back down into range. Then you're golden. Okay. What's up, Whitney? Good to see you on here. So step number 5, after you've checked it off as complete, what else can you do to help, remind your brain that exercise is a great thing? We can condition ourselves through rewards. Now, I'm not saying you have to exercise to get the reward. I'm saying use the reward as a nice way of saying, hey, good job, buddy. You exercised, right? And you could make those rewards daily. It could be a weekly reward, depending on how new you are to exercise. If you haven't exercised in weeks, I recommend rewarding yourself for day 1, okay? Because you're not used to exercising. It's going to take a lot of work, a lot of self-determination to get going in that workout. So instead of waiting a whole week of, I have to exercise every day for a week to get my reward, no, you're probably not going to make it a full week if you haven't exercised in weeks, right? Or months or years. So reward yourself with the small steps. Baby steps will always lead to better progress than the bigger, massive steps, because we get scared of those. We procrastinate. I procrastinate, right? So find ways to split up your goals into bite-sized chunks. Reward yourself for day 1, getting back into exercising. Now, I know that rewards are going to vary for different people, right? So I can't tell you what your best reward is going to be for getting back into exercise, or maybe even continuing to exercise. But some people might say, I want to go shopping online because we can't go shopping at the mall. So maybe your reward is, I'm going to buy something on Amazon that I've been eyeing for a while. Maybe it's, I want that bar of chocolate. Maybe it's, I'm going to eat that soup that I'm not supposed to eat because we're in quarantine and it's not perishable, but I've always wanted to eat that soup. So I'm going to eat the soup after exercising because it's a reward. I don't know. You guys make up your own rules. Actually, I think it'd be kind of fun if we drop some rewards. I want to see what you guys would reward yourselves with if you were to complete your day 1 exercise. What's something that is a reward to you? For me, I'm going to list off mine while I wait for some responses in there. My reward would be cartoons. There you go. Now you know something about me that not many people know. I love cartoons, and they're more of the like stupid humor cartoons for the most part. But right now, I'm going through the Star Wars cartoons. Oh, buddy, those are good. There's some really good backstory in the Star Wars cartoons. It fills a lot of the holes that I didn't even know existed. So Disney Plus, the Star Wars cartoons, those are pretty solid. I've been using those as a reward, like real talk. That's actually what I've been using. But find something that you enjoy, right? Find something that's going to motivate you, to drive you forward. You want that reward. It's going to help you achieve it. Because now all of a sudden, it's not just, I hate these bad blood sugars and I want to work towards better blood sugars, which is also a huge motivator, right? But it's also going to be a positive reinforcement of, I want to get rid of these bad blood sugars and increase my insulin sensitivity, but I also want to watch cartoons. And so I'm going to push myself to get through this workout so I can then reward myself. Got this diabetic saying always chocolate. Love it. I had chocolate for lunch and I'm going to have chocolate for dinner. So chocolate's awesome. We got another one, dark chocolate and or red wine. I'm probably going to have both of those tonight. That's a reward. It's totally okay. And I'm not saying you have to earn these rewards by any means, right? You have the choice to eat chocolate if you want. But choosing to say, this chocolate, this is a reward for doing my workout today. There's power behind that. It feels good. It tastes better. I guarantee it. Being a diabetic and I exercise, yes, chocolate, especially if I lost weight. Yeah, and I'm saying you don't have to use it as I can't have chocolate until I lose weight, right? It could be I'm going to enjoy a little bit of chocolate on my weight loss journey. Moderation in addition to that exercise, you're still going to hit your goals. I guarantee it. It's a matter of reducing calories just a little bit and upping your exercise just a little bit. You're going to hit those goals super fast. So yeah, no worries if you want to have a little piece of chocolate on your journey while you're still losing weight. Pretty cool, right? This diabetic says, do you not allow yourself to watch cartoons since they're a reward? Great question. I watch cartoons in the morning too. Man, so I wouldn't say that if I stopped exercising that I would stop rewarding myself with the cartoons, because I also see cartoons as a reward for getting work done. So it's like a dual reward thing for me for if I keep up with my work and I keep up with my workouts, I keep watching cartoons. But if I haven't done anything, then I might feel a little bit guilty, right? If I haven't exercised, if I haven't done any work on the company or with my clients, then maybe I would watch less cartoons, but I wouldn't say that I would restrict them. I am not a fan of restriction in myself or with my clients. I never say, you can't eat this, you can't do that. Because what does that do? It makes us want it more, right? If you say you cannot ever have chocolate, what am I going to have for dinner? Or maybe I'm going to make it 2 or 3 days, but the restriction in our minds tells us, I want that more now. So instead of restricting, I say in moderation. And viewing the cartoons as a reward definitely makes me enjoy them more because I feel like I earned it. But I would never fully restrict myself from relaxing unless I noticed a pattern, right? If I noticed that I've done nothing but watch cartoons for a week straight, I should probably take that out of my life and at least reorganize my schedule, right? I should probably throw some more exercises in there. I should probably throw some more work in there and get some productivity going. That's when I would take a look at my schedule and kind of restructure my schedule, if you will, if I noticed a pattern that was driving me downwards, because I always want to be improving. I always want to be growing. And as long as I am growing, I'm not going to restrict myself in that manner. Looks like our live video paused. There, it's back. So I was saying, as long as I'm growing, I'm not going to restrict myself in that manner. Let's see what we got. Got some comments. Nutella. I love it. Nutella is so good. Yes, it's a conscious decision, which means it's a conscious choice. Absolutely. Omar says, even though I do this anyway, if I work out, I don't feel bad about sitting on the couch playing video games, which I normally do anyways, but I usually feel guilty about it. Yeah, I love it. The restart trick didn't work for me. Help. Who is that? Emily. Emily, there are 2 videos. So the old video only works for the old transmitters. There's a new video on Dexcom I put out like a week ago. It's called the Dexcom V6 Restart 2020. That's the one you want to look up. It's a new strategy. So that's the one that did work for me. However, it also only worked for like 4 or 5 days, and then it crapped out. So, you know, if you're using Control-IQ, I wouldn't really recommend doing that, because if you have bad numbers, or if you have like the Dexcom's not giving you accurate numbers, then it's not going to be great for Control-IQ. Someone says losing connection. Oh man, I hope it's still working. Okay. So what I wanted to let you guys in on was a little secret, right? And I see more questions coming. I'm gonna get to those in a second. But this little thing that I literally just announced yesterday that I wasn't planning on doing, but I got a lot of questions, like I mentioned in the beginning, about at-home exercises and how we can work out from our home without any equipment and still get the sweat, still get the benefits of the insulin sensitivity, the immune system boost, the fat burning mechanisms that we want to make sure it's analyzed, right? Those are what I want to spread into the community. I thought, what's the best way that I can reach the most people and, you know, help you guys see how I make my own workouts at home, how I build my clients' workouts at home. How can I do that, right? Is it alive? No, clearly not, because there's not hundreds of people on right now. But I discovered the best way for me to do that is to do another free webinar, and we're going to go for it in a couple days. So it's real quick, because everyone needs this stuff. And instead of just giving you what I'm currently working out, I want to teach you how I build my own workouts, why they're so effective, and on top of that, everybody who shows up live and stays until the end, I am giving you my workouts for this week. Like, I just built them and I'm giving them to you guys. So I'm not only going to teach you how to build the workouts, but in case you don't know where to start, I'm going to give you the actual workouts as well. So if you guys are into that, check out the link in our Instagram bio. It's literally in like 2 days or 3 days. So registration is going to go quick. We need to get these in so I can see how many we're going for, and get those packets ready to send out with the workouts. But go to the link in our Instagram bio or go to thewarriorstribe.com. thewarriorstribe.com. That's where you register for the free webinar. That's how you're going to get the free workouts and the training, all that stuff. It's all free, and it's my way of helping you guys out with the knowledge that I have on how I've been able to maintain my insulin sensitivity without having to go to the gym, right? Without having to go to a park and hire a TRX team to put me through a banded workout. It's all stuff you can do at your house, in your living room. Literally all you need is a floor. So if you have gravity and the floor, you'll be able to do these workouts. That's it. So I'm going to go back, answer a few questions, and then I got to get to dinner. Sweet C778 says, what if you want to go for a walk as a form of exercise? I haven't done that yet, but I'm scared of being stopped or etc. I don't drive also, so walking is my form of getting groceries by walking, you know? Yeah, so walking, honestly, that's my favorite way of driving blood sugars down. Whenever I have a high blood sugar, if my wife happens to be home, which now she is because she's working from home, so she's stuck with me, I literally just walk around, I'm like, hey, want to go for a walk? And she's like, are your blood sugars high? And I'm like, yep, want to go? And if she's not home, I'll go by myself. I love walking. There are so many benefits. It drives blood sugars down. It's a steady state, low intensity activity, so it helps drive blood sugars down, activate the existing insulin. It's fantastic for that. The steady state cardio also helps burn fat, right? The longer you do it, the more you're going to burn. It targets fat specifically, which is awesome. Albeit it is a little bit slower of a process, but easy, right? You get outside, you get some fresh air. Now, the other part of your question that I think you're asking about is, can we go outside? Should we go outside, right? My thoughts on that, stay inside if you can. Now, you said you don't have a car, so you're going to be walking to get groceries. Totally fine. Wash your hands. I don't have it in arm's reach, but I have gloves that I wear when I go grocery shopping because everyone's touching the carts, right? Make sure you're washing your hands, especially in these times that we're in right now. It's a bit interesting. So if you can, avoid going outside. However, last night my wife and I went for a little walk outside around the neighborhood, and it was super quiet. There was like 2 other people out there. We kept our social distance, right? It's important still. I don't want to get sick. So do the at-home workouts if you can. I encourage you to show up to the webinar, and I'll just give you the at-home workouts. Does that sound cool? I think that sounds pretty cool. And I'll show you how to make your own too if you want to keep making more, or if you want to stick with mine, whatever you want. But I want to give you guys those tools so that you can then go either make your own or just use the structure that I've built to make sure you get movement in, right? Let's see what else we got. Adam says, you are great. Maybe off topic. Thanks, man. Do you overly think about the coronavirus as a diabetic and nervous how it would affect you? Great question. 2 thoughts on that. 1, I have a water ionizer machine that produces 2.5 pH water, which sanitizes everything. So I've been going nuts, spraying everything. I did not mean to spray my face just now, but it's water, so it's fine. So because of that, that does help my mental health a bit, right? I'm not as anxious about it because I am confident that everything in my apartment is clean and sanitized. We don't really leave the apartment outside of getting groceries or whatever is necessary. A few days ago, I had to drive to San Diego to get the rest of my insulin because I was running low on insulin, and I actually had the thought that I might have to ration it, which I was like, whoa, that's kind of scary. So my stash, since we had just moved here, was in San Diego in my parents' fridge because I didn't want to travel with all of my insulin at once because we didn't have a refrigerator yet. So now we have a fridge, went down and got it. But again, that was a necessity of me to go down to San Diego. You know, it's like a couple-hour drive to get my insulin. I wouldn't have gone down there if I didn't need to. Unfortunately, even though I was at my parents' house, we didn't hug. I went and visited my sisters. They're all nurses. And I gave them like a liter of the sanitizing water as well because I want to make sure that they were prepared. The situation in the hospitals is really messy right now. That's a whole new topic. Yeah, I mean, don't take the masks if you don't need them. The nurses are the ones that need them. The doctors, it's pretty serious. So I want to make sure that they got some sanitizing water, make sure that their apartments and houses are clean. But long story short, I got off topic myself there. Do you overly think about the coronavirus? No, I don't overly think about it. I think about it, And if I go outside, I'm very aware of what I'm touching, who I'm getting close to. I don't do anything that is not necessary. I was mentioning when I go grocery shopping, I wear gloves, so I'm not touching the cart. And as soon as I get home, I spray the sanitizing water on the gloves to clean them, and then I take them off and put them by the door for the next time I use them, right? Because they're not single-time use, because I don't have any access to that. I decided to let the nurses keep it. Now, I would also say the coronavirus, and this is not the topic of this live, but it is not as big of a deal if your blood sugars are well controlled. So blood sugars need to be your priority in these times. If your blood sugars are in check, you're going to be a lot better off faring against this sickness, right? Against this virus. If your blood sugars are all over the place and out of whack, that's when it becomes a little bit of an added risk. And that is why I want to give you guys this tool of exercising at home. The more you exercise, the more consistent you are with that, the more insulin sensitive you will be, the more likely you will see stable blood sugars, and the better off you'll be fighting off any chance of the virus getting to you. You see what I'm saying? So that is why I felt it was my absolute duty to bring you guys this webinar, give you this training for free, give you the workouts for free, so that you can have the best chance to not only endure this, but kind of enjoy it along the way. Workouts boost your mood, right? They help you feel good about yourself, about the situation. Workouts are just incredible. And the coolest part is these workouts, they don't take very much time. I wanted to make sure I structured them so that it takes as little amount of time as possible while still giving you the maximum benefit. So again, for all the new people that just signed on, if you guys are looking for at-home workouts, I'm doing a training on Sunday. Free training with the free workouts being given to you if you show up live. Go to the link in our Instagram bio or go to thewarriorstribe.com. Thewarriorstribe.com, register there. I'll see you guys on Sunday. It's going to be super fun. We're going to have a little party too. I'm going to see if there are any more questions before I sign off. Oh, there's a few. Okay, cool. I'm going to sip this real quick. Get my green tea. Oh, we got a leaf in that one. Oh, man. Thoughts on adding heat with a space heater? Prior to lockdown, I did hot yoga a few times a week. I am missing the heat. Great question. Here is my heat. Oh man, it's been getting cold in our apartment. So as far as adding heat, the space heater, if you want to add heat and do a little hot yoga sesh yourself, space heaters are cool. Growing up, my parents didn't want to spend money on heat. And so we wore jackets and we used a space heater in the mornings. My sisters and I used to fight over the space heater every single morning. And it was always, it's a bit of an impulse race kind of thing because my mom would get priority, obviously. She woke up first to get ready for work. She would use it. And the second she left, we'd scramble over there, try and grab the space heater because we wanted to warm our legs up because we're freezing cold. And so space heaters, they're awesome, right? They still use electricity. Don't leave it on unattended. It might pose some dangers. I honestly don't know a lot about them, but I know they're warm. And if you're cold, or if you want to use a space heater to make the room hot, try and do some warm hot yoga. Yeah, that could work. I've actually never done hot yoga myself, so I don't have any experience in that realm. But I've heard some people are pretty big fans of it. So that might be a good way of doing it. It's probably cheaper than cranking up the heat in your house. So yeah, maybe. All right, what else we got? Oh, my phone, don't do that. It might. All right, let's see what other comments we have. Yes, what about COVID-19 and the walking to get groceries and you don't drive? So I do drive when I get groceries, but I also, like I said, I have the spray, right? The sanitizing spray. I spray my steering wheel, I spray my gearbox because I drive the stick shift, all sorts of stuff. I make sure that it's sanitized if I am going outside. But if you're going for a walk and you have no contact with anyone and you're not walking in a large crowd, it shouldn't be a huge deal, right? But I would still recommend stay inside, social distancing, do your part to flatten the curve. It's also going to put you at less risk if you're not leaving the house, right? Anybody else got some thumbs up? Yes, and thank you. Awesome, awesome. What pump case do you use? Right now, I actually use the standard pump case from Tandem. So I can show it to you guys. There you go. blue case. Let's see what my blood sugars are doing on live. Whew, 91. I'll take that. 91 looks good. Can both screens see it? So I like this case because it's horizontal. It has the option of horizontal, but I've also worn Type 1 Tactical. They're a great company. That thing stays on you. It's amazing. You could do like jumping jacks for days and it's never coming off. But this is just what I have right now. So it's up to you and your preference. You want it horizontal or vertical or inside or outside or super stuck on you or easy to pull off. You know, some people prefer no case and they just throw it in their pockets. There's a whole lot of different variables there. So, all right, I'm gonna hop off and go to dinner, but before I do, I'm gonna give you guys one more reminder. If you want to understand how I build my workouts at home with no equipment needed to boost insulin sensitivity, fat burning, and your immune system, then go register for the free webinar where I will also be giving you the free workouts that I built. That is going to be at the link in our Instagram bio or at thewarriorstribe.com. So go check it out, sign up. I will see you guys there on Sunday. I'm probably gonna go live maybe once more to remind people what's going on, but also to do a little bit more deep dive on staying motivated for working out at home. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Have an awesome night. I wish you all the stablest of blood sugars. Stay safe out there, stay clean, and stay home. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.